The boat is where the oil's really going to be. The further we get around the boat, the drier it gets. So some of this still has the old boat smell, but it doesn't have much oil in it. So I think you'll be able to laminate it better. And we have lots and lots of this color. Just spectacular color. Some of these, but it's all going to be narrow like this. Most of the topside planking is 6 inches. So this came from the hull planking. These pieces came from the rib cage or the frames of the boat around the hull. This is white oak. So this would have been Western Washington. This would have been Ohio Valley kind of stuff. Okay. And then you're just looking at iron fasteners bleeding into the grain. I think each one of these will clean up and look identical to this, which will look pretty cool. Be interesting to see. I mean, you can get a couple of really nice veneers off both sides, and then you're going to get into fasteners really fast. But there's definitely some wood. And then I brought you a couple of thin cuts off of some hull deck beaming, so the deck structure, like a joist in a house. Okay. The deck beams are 6 by 9s in the boat, 6 wide, 9 deep, with encamber to them. And I just cut a couple of examples to see what you can get. I do have some really, really clean versions of this up to 13 or 14 feet, 15 feet of really clean, maybe a little bit more vertical grain. And then the last thing I brought you today was some Alaskan yellow cedar. We're replacing the inner hull planking with Alaskan yellow cedar. It was originally Douglas fir. This was readily available, extremely rot resistant. This wood came out of Washington off Stevens Pass. It grows at about 3,800 feet elevation or above. This is just a beautiful piece. So the other, you can see the live edge of the tree here going around. These trees were about 30 to 32 inches in diameter at the length we were cutting. So the other portion of this board to the other side of this live edge is actually in the boat. So you're just looking at a straight line cut, skill saw here, where they cut out. So hopefully you can use some of this. That's absolutely. I mean, that's 50 rings per inch. It's a pretty phenomenal piece of wood. Yellow cedar is just spectacular. Lightweight, strength to weight ratio is really high, really, really nice. So, and we have quite a lot of this off-cut material that you could incorporate into some boards. Wonderful. Pretty amazing. Yeah.
I can tell you how much we appreciate it.
I hope, I'm hoping to get you, I'm trying to find you less of the oily wood. I know how working with the greasy wood's a little greasy going through. They were square 4-inch long steel nails. So that reacted with the wood, starts to break the lignin of the wood down, so you get that discoloration or delignification of the wood around each fastener. So that's what this extra color is at each spot. And then the black in it is just that iron starting to break down and get sucked into the capillary of the wood going, down the structure of it. And I think the red is kind of accentuated. Douglas fir turns red typically with age, but I think it's kind of enhanced with the bottom paint on the boat. So this would have been inside of the boat, a little more staining. This would have been outside, a little less staining, bigger holes where the head of the nail was. So, yeah.
What did they cover the heads with?
Cement.
Okay. I thought so.
Yeah, so we would have drilled the hole in, got it maybe just 1/8 of an inch below the surface, hit it real hard, and then buttered it over with cement, just Portland cement. Down and dirty, got it done, going fast. So.